KRON 4 is your local election headquarters. San Francisco voters will soon get a chance to decide the fate of the Great Highway along the city's western edge. A ballot measure in November will ask voters if the coastal highway should stay as a highway or be car-free permanently. KRON 4's Charles Clifford joining us live from the Great Highway after speaking with neighbors. Charles, what are their thoughts?
Well, they have mixed feelings here along the Great Highway. You know, right now, people are allowed to drive on this route right behind me here during the week, but on weekends, it becomes a park. And as you mentioned, this fall, voters will get to decide if maybe it should be a park forever. This November, San Francisco voters will be asked if this 2-mile stretch of the Great Highway between Sloat Boulevard and Lincoln Way should stop being a highway and become a permanent park. Supervisor Joel Engardio co-sponsored the measure.
We can't have permanent park infrastructure just popping up on a weekend and take it away by Monday morning. So once it's a permanent coastal park, you could have plazas and playgrounds and benches to sit on, and all kinds of things that a park needs and deserves.
But neighbors who live along the Great Highway are split on the idea. Tom Herrero supports the plan.
As I've watched the Great Highway change and through the pandemic being prioritized from cars to people, I greatly value that it brings more people down here. There's more sense of community.
I think it's inconsiderate to the residents.
Peter Griffith has lived here for over 40 years. He says that frequent closures of the Great Highway often push heavy traffic onto the lower Great Highway right in front of his house and his neighbors' homes. He's worried that a park would make that situation permanent. He also points out that there is already a pedestrian path that people can use to access this stretch of Ocean Beach. He would prefer that the Great Highway remain just that.
It's a highway. I think it should go back to being a highway. It's a perfectly functional highway that has thousands of cars on it every day that get rerouted out here into the Sunset and Parkside.
At this point, there are no final design plans for what the park would look like if voters approve the idea. The city does say that there is an effort underway to improve traffic flow around the outer Sunset no matter what happens in November. All right, back live now. That is the very latest here along the Great Highway in San Francisco. Charles Clifford, KRON 4 News.